Hey, what is up guys? I'm gonna be showing you guys some two-strand twists because you guys asked for them, and I've actually been really looking forward to this. I was debating if I was gonna do this before I dyed my hair, but I thought it would look so much cooler with my hair being blonde. So today's video, I'm gonna be taking out the bantu knots. I still have them in. My hair should be quite curly after pulling out the bantu knots, so I think this will actually help hold in the two-strand twist once I get into that. But if it becomes a problem, then I'll just have to wet the hair a little bit more and then do the two-strand twist with that. Obviously, I will have to dampen the hair during the process, but I'll talk about the products I'm using and everything I'm doing in order to get the two-strand twist here in a minute. But if you guys haven't been paying attention lately, I've been doing quite a bit to my hair, kind of just teaching you guys certain things that I didn't even know about. Like, I never bleached my entire head, never did instant dreadlocks on myself, and these are all things that I learned on my own, and I just want to encourage you guys can do anything that you really like put your mind to, really. So with all that being said, let's get straight into it. I'm gonna take these bantu knots out. My hair should be relatively curly, but first I'm gonna show you guys the products I am gonna be using for today's video. I'm gonna be using the Jamaican Mango and Lime Locking Gel. This is the resistant formula. I will link this down below. This is my favorite locking gel. The resistant formula has a black cap on it. The regular formula has just a white cap. Now I'm also gonna be using a mister. These are perfect because they distribute the water so well and it really saturates the hair. Another thing I am going to be using is some rubber bands. I already have some in my hair, so I'm just going to reuse the ones I have in my hair. But you guys, it's really that simple. That's all the products I'm going to be using. It's literally just 3. So everything that I'm using is linked down below. Also, everything can be found on DREADLOCks.com as well. I am going to start with taking off my glasses because I do not like getting my glasses wet. Now I'm just going to start the process of taking out the bantu knots. I'm just gonna focus on taking out the rubber band. If I can get the rubber band out without having to undo the whole bantu knot, I'm okay with that. And I'll just undo the knots by themselves. So far so good. I thought it would be a little harder, but it's actually pretty easy to take the rubber bands out. But there is one thing that I found, that whatever I really try to do, like if I want to know how to do bantu knots, if I at least try it on myself, I usually get it pretty easy. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't do. They don't try enough things in order for you to get an understanding on it or even know how to do it. And the same goes with two-strand twist, like with today's video. It's one of those things to where you might not know how to do it until you actually try it, and you'll learn how to do it. And don't limit this just to your hair. Like with anything that you do in life, just try it out. But I guess you can use this for learning. If you want to learn something, just keep on doing it and you'll eventually learn how to do it. But you guys, this is actually going pretty quick and I'm getting it done quicker than I actually expected. I thought it would take a bit longer because I personally don't like these little rubber bands for some reason, just because they get caught in your hair. But these are actually doing very well, so I'm gonna link these ones down below. Alright guys, I just pulled out all the bantu knots and they're actually relatively not curly. Like you can see they're a little curly, but literally I'm just like pulling them down and they come out of the curls. Because essentially what's happening is the curl was stayed because it was twisted. So if you kind of unravel the twist, then the knot will come out. But they're relatively still in good shape. I feel like the roots are maintained very well, so it's gonna be perfect for a two-strand twist. So guys, I have only done a two-strand twist once, and that was on my first set of dreadlocks, and my hair was really long when I did it. My hair is a little shorter now, so I know two-strand twist is a bit easier on longer hair, but we'll be able to see how easy it is or how hard it is with how my hair is now, especially with it being dyed. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lightly spray my hair, make sure that the root mostly is damp, and then start the two-strand twist. And the reason I'm just barely spraying it and getting it damp is because my roots are already maintained very well. And I'm trying to keep that hold without having to retwist them again. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start with the Jamaican Mango and Lime. I'll start with this corner over here. You just wanna hit the root with the locking gel, kind of distribute it throughout. And then I'm gonna grab dreadlock next to it, which I'm gonna do these two together. And you want to twist that one as well at the root. So you both of them are getting a retwist. And now that you got the retwist, you're going to go in with the 2-strand twist. And it's really easy. It's literally just twisting the hair together. Now what's interesting is if you have a dreadlock that's longer than the other, it doesn't meet very well. But I'm just going to have to make it work. Once you get down to the tip, go ahead and put in a rubber band. And voila, that should hold. Now I'm just going to keep on going just to repeat what I just did. Retwisting the root of one dreadlock. Make sure it's nice and tight and snug at the root. And you want to find one right next to it. I'm going to do this one right here. Dip into your locking gel. The biggest thing is make sure that they're both tight. Because what could possibly happen is if there's any loose hair on each of the dreadlocks, or either of the dreadlocks, that hair can get combined in with the opposite dreadlock, and then those dreadlocks can actually end up combining. Now if you want to do this as a combination method, it can totally work. But I'm going to start the twisting process. I want them to be bonded at the bottom, at the root, as tight as possible, and then just keep on going throughout. This is actually a way for people to hold their dreadlocks in place when they do twisting with gel. I definitely recommend it because it holds the hair very well. Got to the tip. Now I'm just putting a rubber band now. And with these rubber bands, I don't like to do them too tight because it gets annoying trying to take them out. So I literally just go around twice. As long as it has a hold on it, has some sort of tension, then I'm cool with it. I don't like to do it too much. Now I'm just going to repeat this process throughout the head. So if you notice, as I'm twisting them around each other, I'm also twisting the dreadlocks individually. This just causes for an extra hold. So I don't know if you guys can notice or not, but I'm able to do so much more with my hair with a maintained look, or just maintained dreadlocks in general. Because with maintained dreads, you can do 2-strand twists. You can do more styles because your hair is in more of a maintained position for you to actually be able to do these hairstyles. So it's really cool because I'm able to actually create content that is informative and teaching you guys something. And I feel like I'm really just back to my roots when it comes to this. Because of course these don't look exactly like my first set of dreadlocks, but I was able to accomplish so much more with my first set of locks as far as teaching. And it really feels cool to be able to do these. So I found something that works a little easier and holds a whole lot better. And this is actually something that I seen in a video, but it wasn't explained correctly in that video. But now I'm clear on how to actually do it as far as 2-strand twist goes. So with 2-strand twist, I'm going to walk you through this real quick because you can see how I did this one incorrectly, how it's just straightening out. So I'm going to have to redo that one. I'll actually redo it right now. So that was the difference between this one and that one. So with 2-strand twist, you're going to go, and I am twisting these clockwise. So you want to twist clockwise with your initial twist as if you're doing twisting with gel. So that's initially what we're doing, twisting with gel. Now that I'm doing these clockwise, when you get to the 2-strand twist, you're going to make sure to do the 2-strand twist counterclockwise. So now that I got that, I'm going to go counterclockwise. Essentially all you're doing is the way that you twist the actual dreadlock, you're gonna opposite that with the 2-strand twist, because then it holds a lot better, because everything is running perpendicular. Not exactly, but that's for lack of better words. Then you take a rubber band. You can see how much more defined that is, because it's going against the grain versus going with the grain, and then it'll just get loose and fall out. So you see how much more of a hold that has versus it earlier. It literally only looked like there was one swirl in there. That holds a whole lot better. So I'm gonna do that throughout. So you see me, I'm twisting one way. So don't pay too close attention to the clockwise and counterclockwise. The biggest thing is you just want to make sure that you're twisting the same direction the whole time throughout your locking process. So if you started twisting clockwise, always twist clockwise. If you started twisting counterclockwise, always do it that way. Your hair is going to get trained to whatever you train it to. But when it comes to 2-strand twist, like I said, taking it again, and now I'm going the opposite direction of the way I twisted the actual dreadlock. This causes it to hold a whole lot better. And you also want to keep it real tight up against it, because then it looks a whole lot better and it looks more defined. And these are big tips that I didn't grasp, you know, in the beginning, because I was like, how does 2-strand twist actually stay in without using like a major gel or like something that is going to hold it really tight. But it's all a matter of just how you twist it, because you see how this is holding versus if I did it the wrong way, it would just unravel. Now guys, I just have 2 more to do, then I'll be done. So one thing you can do after this, especially if you're going for maintenance with doing, you know, twisting with gel, you can blow dry this afterward. I'm not going to, but say you want it to dry because you have to be somewhere or anything like that, then you would want to use a blow dryer after this. But I'm just finishing up this last one. But I might have to actually fix one on this right side of my head, because I think I twisted one the wrong way, and you'll be able to tell. We'll be able to find out right now. So you can see how all these are pretty defined. I think there's one over here. Yeah, this one, look. Like this is a prime example. And actually, I have one that's not even in one right now, so I need to fix that. Make sure there has to be another one up here, unless I have an uneven amount of dreadlocks. Okay, so looks like I have an uneven amount of dreadlocks. So I'm gonna have to do like a 3-strand twist. But here's a prime example. This literally just came undone. And that's because I didn't know what I was doing, and then I just learned as I went. But now I know to do the twisting with gel one way, do the 2-strand twist the opposite direction. Now with this one, I am gonna combine 2 and put them into the 2-strand twist. So this one's gonna be a little bigger than the rest. Make sure that they all have a decent amount of locking gel on them. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just braid this one since there's 3. That'll be the best bet, because I've run into this before. If you have an uneven amount of dreadlocks, then you could just braid the last one. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I've had to do this with Diddy before, because I braided his hair after I did that whole repair on his head. So I braided it, and then there was 2 that were left over because he has an uneven amount of dreadlocks as well. So then I just did a 2-strand twist on the last one. But this is just the opposite case. And obviously this would look a little bit better with blonde hair ties, just because they wouldn't show up, obviously. But you guys, that is pretty much it right there. Boom. I'm gonna let you guys get a 360 glance at this. But please let me know what you guys think down below. Comment down what you guys think about my hair. Do you like the blonde hair? Do you like the 2-strand twist? I want to hear all of your guys' comments. I'm actually pretty stoked on how the 2-strand twist turned out. I'm surprised they stayed in, because like I said, I've battled with trying to do 2-strand twist before and they fall out. And I'm telling you, with the tip that I told you, it's gonna help you guys out so much with twisting clockwise and then doing the 2-strand twist counterclockwise. That's a huge tip that I don't hear many people say. I'm not sure if I heard anybody say it. I've heard one before to where they say twist one side clockwise, the other side counterclockwise, and then twist it however, but it was like super complicated. This is more easy to understand with twisting it clockwise and then going in counterclockwise with the 2-strand twist. But you guys, that is today's video. Hopefully you really enjoyed it. If you want to watch the video of me dyeing my hair, make sure to click the link down below, or you can just go to my channel and check out the whole progress and the process of what I've been doing with my hair. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys do have an amazing day. Matter of fact, have a great day. Peace out and God bless.